Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the Sylvie Rachelle S5 show. How are you? I hope everything is well. I know you have not heard from me in a bit. We have not released content in the past 3 weeks, but don't worry, we're coming back. I had to take a little vacation, of course, but we'll be back real soon. Today, I just could not contain myself any longer. This is how you know you're really called to do something. You're really designed for a particular thing. Is when you cannot live, eat, breathe without thinking about podcasting. Listen, I've created so much content in these past 3 weeks. Content I may never release, or I don't know. I'm thinking about it. But listen, I could not stop podcasting. Like, I literally could not stop. I could not put my mic down, even though I was on vacation. But listen, I couldn't resist. Today, it was just so strong in my spirit. And I'm like, okay, Lord, okay. All right, I cave in. All right, I'm back. So, don't allow the words of people to get to you. Because sometimes people really, they don't know you, first of all. They don't know who you are. They don't know what you're all about. But in their minds and their, reality, they feel like they know you. They feel that, okay, because I heard this, I heard that, then this must be who you are. And, they make little attempts to get at you, little attempts to get to you and to really just stop you from fulfilling the very things God has called you to fulfill. And I want to encourage you to use that as fuel. Use what people are saying. Use what people are doing. Use the little words, little comments, use it as fuel to get you closer and closer to where God is headed with you. Because the more you pay attention to them, the more you are distracted, the less time that you have for God to really use you, for God to really pour into you, for God to really go in that path that you're supposed to go in. And you just cannot worry about people, because people are dealing with things internally that you personally have nothing to do with. And the way for them to cope with what they're dealing with internally, the troubles that they're dealing with, the problems they're dealing with internally, in order for them to find a solution, they cope with it by maybe getting at you. So really, it's nothing personal. It's just the fact that as human beings, we have to draw boundaries. But while drawing boundaries, we also show grace. And today I really wanted to just conversate, nothing deep, nothing profound. And I just really wanted to just encourage somebody today. So don't give in to what they're saying. Draw boundaries. And I always say this, don't spend all your time scrolling on social media. That is the most dangerous thing you could do to yourself. Because you're going to start thinking, okay, this is about me. They're writing this about me. Oh my gosh, this person made a video. It's about me. You start to think everything is about you. And in reality, the world does not revolve around us. Let me be real with you. The world does not revolve around you personally. You have your reality, and everything in life is not always about us. It's not always about me. I had to learn that too. And it's like, the moment you start thinking everything is about you is the moment you miss the bigger picture. At times it's not about us, and sometimes it is about us. But whether it's about you or it's not about you, what are you doing with the time God has given to you? What are you doing with your portion? The portion God has given to you. The talents, the gifts. What are you doing with your portion? Are you just like, okay, all right, God, you gave it to me, but I'm going to sit here and worry. I'm going to sit here and think about, okay, everything that's being said to me, everything that's being done to me. No. Why not convert this thing as fuel? I remember growing up, I remember my dad had this invention one day that he was going to use, of course, human waste as fuel, right? Like to convert it into fuel. And I believe people thought he probably was crazy, but think about it. He wanted to use human waste to convert it into fuel. Something that is so dirty, something that is so vile, disgusting, that smells, that stinks. He wanted to use that and create it into fuel, into energy. Okay? But of course, I believe that at the time, if there was enough hands, there was enough people that truly understood this, this would have been realized. Of course, you'll hear about the rest of the story someday. But you have to be able to use things that are vile, things that are disturbing, disgusting, things that is said to you, done to you that should not be done to humans. Things that probably have happened to you that should have never happened to you. Use that as fuel. Use that as fuel and create it into something beautiful. Allow God to use those pieces of the puzzle to create a masterpiece. Don't worry about what's happening, what's being said, because it's a plot to distract you. If that person truly knew you, if that person really took the time to get to know you, instead of just seeing how certain things only benefited them, if they took the time to get to know you, there's certain things they would have never said about you. There's certain things they would have never done to you. And one particular passage of the Bible that I like is I'm sorry, my husband just decided to turn on his phone and I'm in the car, so the Bluetooth kind of, you know what I mean. But yeah, it's just like, if they knew who Jesus was, they would have never crucified him. If the Pharisees, the Sadducees, they knew, they would have never crucified Jesus. But it's because they lack knowledge of him. Before I go, I'll say this thing. They don't know you, don't take it personal. And even if they do know you, yeah, you take it personally, you get hurt, but don't dwell in the hurt. Don't dwell in that pain. Don't dwell there. But use that thing as fuel and get yourself back up again. Get back up again. Don't stay down. Get up again. Okay? It may not be perfect. You may not have everything you need right now. Listen, get back up again. Because guess what? One day, it will be your turn. One day, all eyes on you. One day, it's going to be you. So use whatever that's being thrown at you, hurled at you, said to you. Use it as fuel. Fuel, use it as motivation. My God, use it as motivation. And keep going. Keep on. Don't stop. So, I hope you guys are encouraged by that. Of course, this is not the ideal way that I wanted to do this, but of course, I didn't want to wait until I'm in front of a camera to release this beautiful convo. So, take it. I hope you use this, utilize it, and we'll chit chat next time. Of course, you'll be able to catch us on YouTube, but of course, in audio form. But we'll be back on camera real soon. All right? God bless.